This is Gary Butterfield.
This is Cole Ross.
This is Monster, and this is Monster, my podcast.
And this is Tsathoggua.
There's a monster in my podcast.
A classic. Like, I know this name really well. I was thinking there's more to this guy.
Exactly the same. The fact that I know this guy's name, it made me think that there was going to be at least as many avatars as we had for Shub Niggurath. Yeah.
But in fact, it's just a peaceful sleep god, or sleepy god.
So he's a big furry toad guy who his primary drivers are eating and sleeping.
Mm-hmm. And this is extremely personally attacked by this eldritch god.
Very much so.
Yeah. And he's generally real gentle. Mm-hmm. You know, he has a 50% chance of being hungry. If he's hungry, you know, he'll eat you.
Yeah.
Not great. But if not, he pretends to be asleep.
How many times have you done that? How many times have you pretended to be asleep in a social situation just because you didn't want to be bothered?
Every single time I've ever stayed the night at someone's house and slept out on the couch, they've gotten up before I am prepared to get up because it takes me, 3 hours to fall asleep.
Yeah.
And then I pretend to be asleep once they've woken me up.
Yes.
So I can not participate. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I wake up immediately and I lay down with my eyes closed.
Yes.
Until I get hungry. And then I get up and have food. Like, this is the most relatable entry in this book.
And if you're at a sleepover, the breakfast is going to be on point. They're going to have all the different flavors of Pop-Tarts. Notwithstanding, if there's a mom in the equation, who's going to make you pancakes or waffles.
Yeah, you got to have
or
a mom
dad.
in the equation.
You got a dad in the equation.
Yeah. You got to get one of those in the equation. Let's talk brass tacks. You got any pancake mix?
Right. Yeah.
Ordinarily, it would be let's go stand in line for brunch for 7 hours.
Yes.
I think I actually in my mid-20s, I fucking hated sleepovers. I'd go visit a friend.
Yeah.
In Chicago or whatever. And it's I had to sleep in the shitty living room. Mm-hmm. The sun comes up at 5 a.m. and blasts me with sun and heat.
Yep.
Immediately, everyone else wakes up 4 hours after they went to sleep and immediately want to go stand in line for, get on a train to stand in line for breakfast somewhere.
Yeah.
Man, that was miserable.
I will go out of the way to avoid situations like that. Primarily because I am very attached to my own bed, into my own space. And you know what? I have determined that losing out on a good night of sleep or the possibility for a good night of sleep, nothing is, there are very few things that are worth that to me. So
yeah. Same. The breakthrough I came through with going back home and rather than staying with when I would go back home, rather than staying with friends, Priceline, the cheapest hotel.
Right.
I will sleep in, a shitty Motel 6 in order to just have an air conditioned room where I can keep it dark as long as I need to.
I will, as an adult, I have opted and decided okay, this is a drinky party at a bar or whatever. I'm going to have 1-2 drinks, switch to water. And I don't care if I get home at 3 a.m. I'm going to go home.
Get home
at the end of this.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna crash on somebody's couch.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. It's not comfortable. I'm very jealous of people who can sleep anywhere.
Yeah,
same. We're just really powerful sleepers who can just I don't care. I'll fall asleep on a chair. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, people who can just fall asleep for basically on command. Yeah.
I guess what I'm saying is I feel attacked by Tsathoggua and relate to.
I'm envious of Tsathoggua, actually.
Yeah, Tsathoggua. I'm getting more emotions and a wider variety of emotions from Tsathoggua than I ever thought would be possible for somebody with roughly 2 paragraphs that are just,
just leave him the fuck alone.
50% chance of being hungry.
Leave him alone. Brought to you by our backers at patreon.com/Duckfeed.tv.